So you've been thinking about purchasing a property and you want to take advantage of seller credits to help you with the financing, but you're not totally sure the best way to utilize those seller credits in your specific situation. Well, today we're going to go over the top 3 ways to use seller credits. So I hope you guys get something out of it, but let's jump right into it. So for this video, I wanted to show you a real life example. The deal I just closed, my clients did utilize seller credits. It did really work for them and they were weighing a few different options, but let's jump onto my computer so you can see exactly what we're looking at. All right, so here's a breakdown of 4 different financing scenarios for the last deal that I just closed. So the listing price on this property was $410,000. Now all 4 of these scenarios equal $410,000 for the seller, but to the buyer they vary drastically. So let's dive into it and see what we're working with here. So this first one, this is just $410,000 with no credit at all. This second option is $420,000 with $10,000 back towards closing costs. So what this does is keeps more money in your pocket at the close of escrow and saves you $10,000 on closing costs. So see how here the cash to close is only $102,000, so a lot lower than all these other scenarios because you're taking that $10,000 and keeping it in your pocket at the end of escrow. So just an example, let's say that closing costs are $15,000. If you get $10,000 back towards closing costs, now your closing costs are only $5,000. So it really just keeps more money in your pocket. You know, if you have renovations right off the bat that you need to take care of, that will definitely help you out with those renovations. Now let's look at this third option here, which is $420,000 with $10,000 back, but now instead of going towards closing costs, it's going towards the rate. So what this means is we're buying points. So if you go down to interest rate, see how here we're at 5.325 compared to this 6.375. So now instead of taking that 10,000 and going towards closing costs, we're actually buying the rate down with this 10,000. So if you look at the payment here, now we're down to 2829 compared to the 3,043. So if monthly mortgage payments are more important to you to have a little bit lower, you would take the 10,000 and you would put it towards buying the rate down instead of putting that towards closing costs. Now let's look at the fourth option here. This is $420,000 purchase price, but now we're taking the $10,000 and we're actually using it to pay for a 2-to-1 buy down. So this is a different type of loan program, which actually it's pretty slick. So what this means, in the first year, you actually take 2 points off of the interest rate. So if you come down to interest rate, see how the base rate is 6.375, but the first year you're actually only paying 4.3725. So this option will actually get you the smallest monthly payment out of all of these different options here. See how we're only at $26.45 compared to all these other ones. This is far lower than all the other options. You can see here this is almost a monthly savings of $400 per month. The catch with this is next year your interest rate will go up by 1%. So this year it'll be 4.375, next year will be 5.375, and then year 3 through 30 will be the base rate of whatever it is now. So in this instance it's 6.375. So you would do this in hopes that in the next couple years rates drop down enough that where you could refinance and just get a normal 30-year fixed loan. So it is a little riskier in that way, but it does allow you to get the smaller monthly mortgage payments. So you would do this when you think that rates are going to come down, and then you just try to refinance out of it before that third year comes. So as you can see, there's many different ways to use seller credits, and all depending on your specific situation. If you need some money right off the bat to help you with some renovations, then maybe using those $10,000 in credits towards closing costs might be your best bet. But let's say you have no renovations you need done, and let's say you want a smaller monthly mortgage payment, then buying the rate down might be the better move for you. Or let's say that you think that rates are going to come down next year or the year after that, then maybe taking advantage of the 2-to-1 buy down might be your best bet. So it really just depends on your specific situation, but I hope that helped you guys out. If you could please subscribe and like this video, give me some feedback in the comments below. Would love to hear your thoughts and any questions you might have, but hope you got some value out of this video, and I will catch you guys around for the next one.